Hey guys, so one person who's been in the media quite a lot recently is Lewis Hamilton, and unless you're talking about the racing itself, generally for pretty bad reasons. And the thing I want to talk about specifically is yesterday I saw an article, and it's not a BBC actually. It's no surprise. He was talking about having a go at his fellow racers who refused to take the knee for the BLM movement, and it got me thinking about this this important this thing I've talked about before about standing up, for saying no, enough is enough. And I take my hat off to not just those racers themselves, but also people in football and rugby and whatever, in pretty much every sport that's been affected by this, who refuse to take the knee, and just people in general who refuse to take the knee. It's a very important, and of course it is just symbolic, and a lot of people might say, oh, you should just do it anyway to further your career, and I can sort of see the logic behind that, but at the same time, it's about also taking a stand, saying enough is enough, because it's people like Lewis Hamilton who people with his attitude are all too common. It's basically what the mainstream left has been doing for at least 10 years now, is trying to pressure people to do what they want and shame people who refuse. But if you look at what's happened with Lewis Hamilton, I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised. I didn't think the reactions would be this tilted, but most people are just sort of laughing about it. They're like, oh, who cares? People are starting to see now that blindly supporting a movement that's admittedly communist, and who thinks people of a certain race are subhuman, is not always a good idea. And I can't imagine the balls it must have taken to actually have stood there and refused, because there's been some cases where it's only been one person on an entire team or an entire pitch who's they've stood, they've refused to take the knee, and could you imagine how that would feel? But it's a very noble thing to do. I gotta be honest, in the time we live right now, there's not any major wars at the moment, or at least not any major, troops on the ground kind of shooting wars. But the closest thing you can get to that level of nobility of storming the beaches at Normandy or whatever is to take a stand against a culture war. So I just want to take my hat off to people wherever they are who refuse to take the knee, not just for the BLM movement, but for any movement. Keep doing it, because it's really important. Just wanted to say that. Have a nice day, guys. And I actually before I go, I just want to say that this obviously applies to mask wearing as well. There's been loads of anecdotes recently of people who've gone into stores without masks. There's been people giving dirty looks, shouting at them, but you just gotta keep doing it. A lot of people are gonna get angry at you, but you kind of got to ask, if you're willing to give up a basic freedom like that because people get angry at you, do you really deserve that freedom? And I think that's just a bit of food for thought. So I'll just wrap the video up here, guys. Have a nice day and enjoy the government subsidised food we're getting at the moment. Cheers.